Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? It's almost Halloween. It is Monday, October the 28th. Thursday is Halloween, and it's going to be a really cold Halloween here. They said here where I live like uh, 20 miles outside of San Antonio. I live in the hill country, and it's a little cooler here. We're always about 4 or 5 degrees cooler than San Antonio. So they're going to have 40-degree weather for trick-or-treaters. So we're going to be in the 30s here. It's going to be cold, and it's supposed to rain like heck on Wednesday, but they say it's going to all clear up for Halloween. I'm going to be going to school Wednesday and Thursday with my husband. Uh, and we're going to go to my daughter's house. That's the two youngest grandchildren that I have. I have a 10-year-old and 11-year-old. A 10-year-old, sorry, Reza, 12-year-old. He's 12 now. He'll be 13 in December. He's going to be a teenager. Woohoo! But they're going to go trick-or-treating, and so we're going to freeze our buns off and walk around the neighborhood with them. My husband will probably stay in and answer the door. That's the plan. She's invited us to come over there, and we'll just go straight from school to go there. So that ought to be fun. We always enjoy it, so much to having holidays with the family. I told all my son-in-laws, I have two son-in-laws, the prerequisite for marrying my daughters were you had to stay within, 15 or 20 minutes of mom. Do not move far away. I don't allow it. So anyway, they didn't move far away. They're all within 15 minutes driving, so it's good. It's good. A little bit of buffer, but not too far, right? How much could they take of me? They can tell me to get lost any day, but it doesn't bother me because I'll just come back again. That's how I am. That's how I roll. Anyway, I'm going to do a reading on Stephen Miller. A lady named Anne Marie. Hi, Anne Marie. She emailed me and asked me to do a reading on him, take a look at him. And I'm looking at the cards and I don't see anything too big going on here. But I have a couple of things to say about that. Um, I looked him up because I don't know anything about him. So I did look him up and see, I know his immigration policies and all that. I understand all that. But he's only 34 years old. Doesn't he look like he's in his 40s? I mean, I guess because he's losing his hair. Poor guy. He would probably look a lot younger if he had more hair. But yeah, I was surprised that he's only 34 and he's right there with Trump making all these policies. I'm like, how does he even have, enough experience to be there where he's at? But whatever. He did start out as Trump's speechwriter in the campaign. That's how his role was. That's what it started out as. So look how he's evolved within, this is 3 years now of being in the White House, and now he's making all these big decisions on immigration. And the weirdest thing about that, which y'all all know about, is that his parents immigrated from Europe. They were persecuted Jews and they came here. And I think it was his great grandparents that came here. He came here with nothing. He started selling, and then they had a little haberdashery. I read all about it, and it grew into supermarkets, and they had a whole line of supermarkets. So he became rich. His great grandfather became rich and had all kinds of money. And so this guy comes from money. He comes from money. So he's far removed from, what happened, but surely he's heard all the stories. Of course he has, because his uncle, David Glosser, I think it is, he has written a bunch of different stories, and he's has said that Stephen is a total disgrace. He's a total disgrace. He's been very vocal about him. The whole family, they say they have a very large extended family, and they say a lot of them are ashamed of Stephen and what he's done with Trump, Um, what else? He's a creepy little dude. I mean, he looks like a creepy little dude. I I think Anne Marie, you called him a weasel. He does kind of look like a weasel. He does. Anyway, I meditated on him for a little while to try to get a little information about him, and it was really hard in forthcoming because it looks like, I mean, it just looks like to me he really had a very ideal childhood. He had everything handed to him. And I didn't read that. I only read a little bit about the uncle writing things about him. I haven't read about his younger years. I don't know. But this is what Spirit is showing me, that he had everything he needed and then some. You know what I mean? He was afforded all the best of things. This is what I'm getting shown, okay? Something happened to him. There's something that happened to him that I see this competition going on, like I see him like everybody's jumping over. It's weird. I see it like a tree branch. I see the kids all jumping over and he's going under it. So he was always different. He didn't just follow everybody, what everybody thought and did. He was different. So he went under the tree branch instead of jumping over it. All the kids are, you know what I mean? I believe that he thinks that the immigrants that are coming here, they're afforded the things that, put them in direct competition with him. That's how I feel this is. It's so hard. I can see it all, but it's hard to put into words for me. So I feel like for him, that's what he sees. These people didn't earn their place because, they asked for political asylum. Then they are competing with him just because they asked for political asylum. And even though his great grandparents did the same and came here and did the same, it's like he's so far removed from that. You know what I mean? And what he's gone through, it's made an impression on him, and he's forgotten where he's from, where his family's from. You know what I mean? It almost feels like he resents immigrants because just because they had a bad life means that they're going to be afforded all these things without the hard work. And that's another thing. He does know that his great grandfather had to work hard and came here with nothing and worked hard and pulled himself up. He does know that. But also he sees like the people coming from the Latin countries, they're coming here and they're not, he doesn't think they're working hard like his family did. And it bothers him. I mean, it really bothers him. So he is taking in stock, of his grandfather and what his grandfather accomplished and stuff. That does have a piece of it in there. It does. So he just thinks they're not of the same caliber as his grandfather. He's kind of a snotty guy, y'all. He really is. He's kind of like a snotty rich kid, really. So he's heard all the stories. He's grown up. He knows, he knows all the stories. So I think to him, these people coming from Mexico, from, all these Latin countries, Honduras, all of them, they're different. They're not like my grandfather. They're different. No, they're not. They're just like your grandfather. You just don't understand, It's like he's like mentally out of it. Like he just doesn't have it together. He's just, I mean, I know he's a very, I'm sure, intelligent guy. He went to Yale, I think, right? So, he's mental, but I feel like there's something mental going on with him. There's something, I don't know. I feel like there's just something going on. It's really weird. All right, so I'm going to get to my reading. I may have a little bit more to talk about when I get done. What's going on in my life and all. Like y'all really want to know, right? Here's the bottom of the deck. Y'all know I already have the cards shuffled and put out. This is the hangman. That's the flavor of the reading. Um, this is just, at this point now, he's actually stuck in a really bad situation. No, he really is. He's in a bad situation of his own making, of course, because he's the one that, pursued all these immigration regulations and implemented them and all. But he's in a bad situation because he's got not only people all around the world don't like him, his own family doesn't like him either. So he's in a bad situation with. And look, the first card that he gets, y'all can't believe it. I can't even believe it. That's my card for Trump. Yeah, King of Pentacles. The king of the money. That's Trump, and Trump just shows up here first thing. So crossing over is the King of Wands. They are perfect partners, you guys. I mean, perfect. Trump could not have found a better guy to, get the things done for him. He really couldn't. He is fiercely loyal to Trump. He really is. And also, he's got a nasty temper just like Trump. Now, he may, of course, hide his temper. He's not like Trump where he'll let it all out in front of everybody and throw things around, but he's got a bad temper. He really does. And they're very similar in that way. And they have a way of thinking that's very similar. He picked the right guy, to be right there with him in that department for sure. This is the Ace of Wands. Good news is going to be coming, you guys, about the immigrants. This is going to change. Everything is going to change. Everything is. So don't worry. It is taking time to change, but everything will change. I feel like it's all going to be reversed. The foundation of their situation here, this is the world. And I'm saying their situation because we have Trump and Stephen here together. Okay, so these are the things that they have done together. That's what this is all about. They have completed what they set out to do. They've accomplished it and they have completed it. But I do think that it will be reversed. But they're finished. They're not going to be able to do anything else. The world is watching. It's a world card. So. His past position is the Six of Pentacles. This is that charity card, So he's literally here in the United States because of the charity of the United States of letting his great-grandfather immigrate here. He's literally here and on this path that he's on because of the charity of the United States for the things that he's completely against. That's the whole reason he's here. It's because of it. It's so odd, It's so odd. This is the future card for him. This is Seven of Cups. I feel like he's kind of has a little bit of a mental problem, This is that delusion kind of card. So I feel like, this is just me. This is what I feel. He does have some kind of mental thing going on in his mind. He is very delusional. Really, he is. The way he thinks about the things, all these policies that he's put in place. He's really has something messed up in his head. He really does. That's my opinion. Of this card. I am interpreting it. So if anybody's looking at that, I just want you to know that's how I'm interpreting that card. Okay. That's my opinion of that card. This is the Ten of Pentacles. This is his state of mind card. This is the family card, family legacy, family. He's completely upside down with his family. There's a major family feud going on. That's what this indicates. A lot of them aren't speaking to him anymore. So he's on the outs with this family. That's too bad, But I don't know. I'm sure that's having some kind of effect on him. Maybe that's having a mental effect on him too. So, um, anyway, this is the Page of Swords, the next card that he gets. You guys be patient. There's good news coming. There is good news coming. Things are going to all change. All these things that he's implemented, they're all going to change. They really will. His hopes and fears position for this is the Sun. Everything, again, everything's going to change. Everything is going to change for the better. Um, the sun will shine on the truth. So it's going to be okay, you guys. It really is. It's going to be okay. Uh, the poor immigrants, all the things that they've gone through, and you know, gosh, this hot summer being there, it's terrible. Okay, this is the last card I pulled from. This is the Queen of Cups. I feel like after all this is said and done, after Trump is gone, and this is all said and done, he's really going to actually, he's going to need some healing. The Stephen Miller, he's going to need healing from um, probably, you know, his family. His own mother. And it may be that he even needs healing from a professional. Okay. This is, you know, healing of the soul, the heart, the mind. And it could also be mental illness, a little bit of mental illness there, you know. This is, but um, he'll just need help. He'll need help. He'll need help to rehabilitate his whole self. That's what's going to happen. He's going to have to rehabilitate his whole entire being. He really is. So that's what I see here. This is all about healing. So he's going to have to go through some major healing when this is all said and done. Or he may never have any family member that speaks to him again. But I think, of course, you know how family is. Family accepts you when you do things wrong. Even, you know, even Jeffrey Dahmer's father still loved him after, you know, he was in jail. So he'll receive some healing and he's going to need it. So hopefully he can have a come to Jesus moment. And, you know, well, I don't know. He's Jewish. So but you know what I mean. I think he's going to have to go through some healing. Just put it that way. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So I have a grumpy husband tonight. I didn't cook anything, so he's a little bit grumpy. He went to the doctor today. He has diabetes, but it's very, very slight. He's got, you know, just slightly elevated. So, but he goes to the doctor every 6 months and watches it. And he does take medicine, not insulin, but he takes medicine for it. And very, very little, just very minor. And he had lost some weight, you know, and he was doing so good. But of course, when we went to school for that 3 weeks, they gave us pizza and junk. I gained weight and he gained weight too. So when he went to the doctor, he'd gained 5 pounds, and then his A1C was up a point. And he told the doctor, he said, "Hey, I had to go to school. We ate really bad. We were, you know." We didn't get to exercise, which we didn't. We didn't exercise as much as we usually do because we were in school all day long, you know, and we got home and we were exhausted. We're old. So he told him, well, I'm going to give you 3 months to get this under control. You lose that 5 pounds and get down a point, and I won't put you on, because of course he wants to give him more medication. That's what doctors do. Let's give you some more medication. So anyway, so I fed him a lunch today, a good lunch. And he was hungry all day long. He literally has been eating all day long, just nibbling on this and that. I want to eat this. I want that. And I told him, I thought you want to lose another 5 pounds. You know, what's wrong with you? And so when he wanted dinner, I told him, I said, well, I don't have anything for dinner, but I'll make you like a chicken sandwich or something like that. Something not too heavy. But I have to go to the store to get it because I have nothing. I was unprepared. I was hoping that he wouldn't need anything else, you know, because I made him chicken and rice for lunch. He had a big, nice lunch. I'm not starving him. He could have some fruit or something tonight, you know? Well, he made himself an omelet. He makes really good omelets. He's like, "You want an omelet?" And I'm like, "No." I have got to lose some weight too. I've eaten 2 boiled eggs today. I'm trying to just get off this eating train. It's terrible, and we're going back to school this week, so I'm trying to be really good till we go to school Wednesday. I'm getting a little bit hungry. I'm going to eat an apple in a little bit. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. And like I said, he's a little bit grumpy. He had to fix his own din. We had a really great weekend, you guys. It was a beautiful weekend. It was like 75 degrees yesterday. It was so beautiful. There was a cool breeze blowing, but if you were out in the sun, it felt hot. That sun is still very, very hot. And my husband, you guys, he's a Gemini. He needs to be doing something all the time. He's got to be on the go. And he was like, "Let's go somewhere. Let's do something." I'm a bum. I'm a Taurus. I'm a bum. I'm a stick in the mud. I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere. I haven't been anywhere, and I can stay in the house all day long. It doesn't bother me at all. I go outside, but I don't leave in the car. He wants to go in the car and go somewhere. I'm like, "You want to go outside? Just walk out on the deck, go do something." No. So he said, "Let's go to the gym." The gym is really close, 7 minutes away. Y'all know I have Planet Fitness. He said, "Let's go to the gym." And I was like, "Okay, well, I need to do a few things outside first because I had painted the front of my columns in the front. I wanted to blow out all the leaves out of the front yard, by the house, and just kind of spruce it up a little bit more. So that was my plan. I took the blower out and I went outside to blow, and I did all that. Well, I call him Johnny Q because he's just so cute, He's that Johnny Q. So Johnny Q comes out. He's got his little shorts on and his little Nike shirt on and everything. And he's like, "I'm ready to go to the gym." And by that time, I had blown all the leaves into a mess on the driveway. They were a big mess. And then I had started cutting down the oleanders because they had grown out of control in the front of the house. So I was trimming all the oleanders down and everything. And I told him, "You know what? You don't have to go to the gym to get some exercise. Just come out here and help me, and you'll get all the exercise you need." Well, he did not want to hear that, but he went back in for a while, and then he came back out. He finally came out and started helping me, and he started trimming down his pomegranate trees. It's time of year to start trimming them back because they go crazy. So we got everything all trimmed and all the leaves put out. Everything. It looks good, ready for the holidays. House is ready. I'm so happy. I am so happy. It looks really, really good. And I didn't have to do it by myself. So we were out there probably, 2.5, 3 hours. And I said, "You want to go to the gym?" He's like, "Hell no." And I said, "Well, look, we didn't have to go anywhere. And we got all this work done and we got some exercise too." And it was hot out there. It was really hot. If you stood under the tree, it was, it felt cool and nice. But if you're standing directly in the sun, it was hot. So that's how our Sunday went. And I still haven't been anywhere. I don't think I went anywhere Saturday either. Saturday, Sunday, and today I didn't go anywhere. My husband, he's like, "I don't know what's wrong with you. I can just stay here all day long. I'm fine. I'm fine right here. I got lots of things to do." I tell him all the time, "There's so many things to do here. Today I have to do all my vacuuming, mopping, cleaning, and all that." It was clean day. Monday's clean day. So I have plenty of things to keep me busy here. I don't need to go find something. Anyways, guys, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Can y'all hear my dogs? They're going crazy. All right. Well, guys, that's it for me. I'm out of here now. So have a beautiful week, guys. Say a little prayer for me and my husband. We're going through our last class. It's just a prep class for the examination that we have to take for the Texas real estate and the national. So we're getting ready to take that test. So this is our last class to prepare us for that. It's just a prep class. So it's kind of like a refresher, because the refresher didn't come till now. We couldn't take it till now. That's why we've waited this long to take it. This was the first one that was available. So we're going to do this, and then right after that, we'll go ahead and take our test. So, all right, guys. Thank y'all so much for listening to me. I sure can rattle on, huh? I hope y'all have a beautiful week. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Oh, if you'd like to get a reading, look down below and I'll leave my email address and email me and we'll get together for a reading. Okay. All right, guys. Love you. Bye for now.